Hey, what is up, guys? Butter something here. Quantum Integrity Software has just released a dev blog update for the first week of July. There's a lot to discuss in here, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So the first thing that they show is a working ATV. So you can see that the model doesn't have any arms or anything like that. But that's, they're just trying to show that they have the working ATV and it's pretty much able to be driven, so on and so forth. To me, it definitely looks like there's some ragdolling effect on the ATV. It doesn't look like it has the weight to it, if that makes sense. But it is working. They're working on it. And what they're going to be able to have is they're going to be able to have player-made containers. So my assumption is if you have like a crate or a box or something like that, what they want is they're working on a solution to be able to have that go on the back of the ATV and make it so you can strap it down with rope or I would assume bungee or something. So I don't know if that would work on the front. Personally, I would assume it would, since it does IRL and they want to be kind of realistic for it. But that is one of the big things that they are working on, and I'm very excited. Say you're out and about and you want to bring food or something with you and you don't want to carry it on you. You can leave the ATV a little bit farther away and, have that food, have those supplies hidden away from you. And potentially, if you die, as long as you've hidden this well enough, you can have essentially a off-base type of stash, or you can bring, that container, take it off the bike and hide it somewhere away from the bike and have stashes, but you need to remember where those are. So they have Gunslinger working on a campfire here, and what you'll see is he lights this fire, and the first weather that he puts is light rain, and then he changes it to medium rain. So 10%, then 20%, and then half 50%, and you can see that the fire goes out at 50%. So weather is going to have an effect on the strength of the flame, and I would assume the warmth that it gives off. But as long as you probably have a shelter around it of some sort, you should be able to deal with the elements, unless I would assume that there's a lot of wind. They do say in the blog that they have the ability to, if it's like winter time or something like that and there's really low oxygen, obviously the flame dies down as well. They have the level designers have been working and polishing and detailing the world overall. Metamoth has been working on detailing caves, wilderness areas, many of the houses, and utilizing some new furniture setups throughout the map. So I'm a little bit excited for caves. I assume with caves we'll probably find hiking gear or something along the lines of that. So would be pretty cool. But I'm definitely excited about caves. There's very few survival games out there that have caves. And caves should be really cool. Caves are definitely different from the bunkers, guys. Although there probably will be a cave entrance to the bunkers, seeing as how it's naturally formed, and you might see those connect, but that's a story for another day. Dogtooth has been continuing his work on player and NPC models, and he started working on the jerseys for all the backers, so that's pretty cool. I did ask about the jerseys. If you, I think, and I could be wrong on this, because I don't want to necessarily quote anything that I read in the Discord, because sometimes in the Discord you can say one thing, mean another. But I have seen in the Discord prior to that if you own an image, you can send it in and they would put it on there. But that is just it's just hearsay, essentially. I can't confirm that, but that's what I read. They have Yitz. He's been working on some safe areas for players to interact with NPCs, as well as rural areas for the alpha map. The NPCs that survive in Dead Matter have managed to secure foothold in many much needed facilities on the map, so you can continue to survive the outbreak. Players will find plenty of people to talk to, learn about, gain trust, have gain the trust of in order to potentially gain some access to what they have. So they then go and show the safe areas. So this looks to be a garage. As you can see, these are vehicle lifts. So I assume if something is damaged, this would be where you would have to work on it. Maybe you're getting some extra parts here. I don't know how in-depth the vehicle system is, but if the vehicle system is as in-depth as I would assume they want it to be, you're gonna have a lot of upkeep on vehicles, 110%. So we're gonna see how this plays in, but this is marked as one of the safe areas. This right here, I'm sorry that the picture is a little bit smaller, but it looks like this is some sort of shipping warehouse for a construction site. So this will probably be like raw materials, metal, so on and so forth. I think this is probably inside that same warehouse if I had to guess. Yeah, I would assume this is the same warehouse. You can see by the windows. So yeah, this looks like a storage warehouse. And I'm hoping that maybe some of these blue barrels you can empty and drop them in the floor. That'd be pretty cool. Looks like this area is going to have water. So keep that in mind. It looks like they have a power plant. And my assumption, seeing as how these are safe areas, they're going to have NPCs saying, oh, I need your help doing this, that, so on and so forth. And I'm wondering, with NPCs being done, are all the developers, are these going to be voiced, so on and so forth? So if they're going to be voiced, I would definitely want to throw my hat in the ring, but then again, my voice might not be soothing to everybody, so I might have to play the little guy that's like, I don't know what to do. Oh. But, you know, also, I'm not Canadian, so might not work out. Maybe they have an American in here, but there's a lot of backers that I would guarantee would want to play one of those roles. So we're going to go ahead and move on to what they call the not so safe areas. So it looks like here is a car wash. You probably have working vehicles here that you're going to be able to take. So definitely be aware of that. But this definitely looks like a very open area. So I would assume that this is going to be definitely one of the main areas that people go ahead and probably scavenge very often, and you probably have a very high chance of running into players here. This looks to be potentially the inside of that station. The reason I say is because you can see the standard, I don't know what that says, and then premium. So that is pretty much going to be probably the inside of this building right here. Unless it's the inside of this building, which has high potential. I think maybe, and you can't even really zoom in, but this is the office for the car wash. This is definitely a car wash, so that could be the interior office. I like how they have this teeth poison for soda. Very funny. It's probably the first time I've seen it, but it's probably been around for a while. This is the go-kart track, so they're definitely saying this is not going to be a safe area. It's going to be probably very loud with the go-karts, but also a lot of people, I would assume in closed alpha, are going to try and get go-karts. And it looks like this is a little bit farther back, so you can see this EMS truck right here. We're on the other side of it, kind of looking into the diner area, and it looks like they have a Mira station here. Yeah, that cropped up. So maybe certain locations already have Mira stations, but also maybe some locations can be surrounded randomly by a Mira station. So I don't know, but these are all the pictures that they gave us labeled not so safe areas. All right, so this last thing is kind of the gun sound effects in different environments. I'm going to turn this up a little bit just so you guys can hear it. I don't want to turn it up too much, but as you can see, they have the tanks that can explode. They talked about this. The propane will be able to be, pretty much shot and blown up. And then you will also have the ability to shoot jerry cans and blow them up as well. But you can hear the echo from this. I want to say this is the M700. But I'm not 100% sure about that one, so I'm probably wrong. This looks like the lever action shotgun that they have, so. But these are pretty cool. I like that they're adding different environmental sounds for each gun. You definitely want to make sure you know where you're getting shot from. So if you have somebody sitting in the crate that's near you, definitely going to be something that you're going to want to know and listen out for. So this is pretty cool. That's the end of the dev blog. They do say that they are having that issue with the closed alpha. They're still having issues trying to get the last little bits sorted out to have the closed alpha in July, but they are working on it, and that doesn't seem to be stopping them from continuing to develop the game, which is great. So I will say I definitely hope we get this in July, but if not, they are going to continue to work on the game, so it's not like we're missing out on anything crazy. That just means that the potential amount of content that we would get, I would assume, would be more. So I do want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and don't forget to clap those cheeks above me to make sure you guys are subscribed, and I'll see you on the next one.